Welcome back to another edition of the Gabagools Podcast. I'm your host, Jeff. As you can see, this is just a solo podcast today. I just wanted to make sure we get some content out, whether it's a 10, 15-minute episode, just me talking about week in sports or, running over the week in the NFL since football is officially back tonight. We're going to do so. We're going to see what we can do with this and see where it goes. But obviously, just keep these shorter since it's just me to go through. But I wanted to run through the week one slate because it's kind of a fun week. A lot of good games. They did a great job scheduling for this week. So first game obviously is tonight. Kansas City, they're -3 favorites over the Baltimore Ravens. You have the back-to-back champions. Obviously, you have Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, etc. Team only got better as we could see. So I'm obviously going to pick Kansas City to do that, to win, I should say. Baltimore's a good team, and I could see them really keeping it close throughout the entire game, but I always put my money on Mahomes to pull it out. That being said, we got Green Bay versus Philly tomorrow. That's Philly's favored by 2.5. That's a doable score here. I think Jordan Love is going to be in that MVP conversation this year. I'm taking Green Bay in this game. All right, next game starting on Sunday. You got Steelers versus Falcons. -3.5 for the Falcons. Russell Wilson's hurt. His calf's bothering him. What does that mean for the team? I mean, I'm going to Falcons. I've talked about them enough on the podcast where I'm seeing that, they're just a good quality team. They got the quarterback finally. Kyle Pitts is also banged up, but Falcons, I don't want to say they would cover the 3.5, but I think it's going to be pretty close. Got the Cardinals versus the Bills. That's -6.5 to the Bills, and I feel like that's something you have to take the Cardinals +6.5 just based off of all the turnover with the Bills. I will take the Bills to win an outright game, but if I'm gambling here, -6 or +6.5, give me the Cardinals. Next game is Tennessee versus the Bears. We got -3. The Bears are favored. Caleb Williams effect. Can he break the streak of all these rookie quarterbacks losing in their first week? Rookie quarterbacks have been a combined 16-35 and 1 in openers total for the entire history, including a 0-7 and 1 over the last 5 seasons. So not a great record. Could that change going forward? Absolutely. I think Caleb has every opportunity to do so, especially against a weaker Tennessee team that did rebuild that defense. So he's going to give him fits, but I would take the points for Tennessee just because Will Levis entering year 2. I don't know what New Hopkins' status is, but we'll see. But the last fun fact, the last QB to win a week 1 start was Sam Darnold. So I think that's actually hilarious, but got to rep the Jets, rocking Sauce Gardner. They play on Monday night against San Francisco, but we'll get to that game a little bit later. All right, keep going. Bengals -8.5 over New England. That's huge, given that Jamar Chase is back. Maybe that's why the line slipped, but I mean, New England is very bad. They're starting Jacoby Brissett. But yep, Bengals, easy. Colts versus Texans. Texans are favored by 3. I think this is going to be a lot closer of a game, but give me the Texans. CJ Stroud, MVP candidate as well. You got Jacksonville versus Miami. Miami -3.5. I mean, you have the Trevor Lawrence effect. You have kind of to see what these rookie wide receivers, especially, Brian Thomas Jr., could be in for a big day against Miami. I don't think their defense really improved all that much this offseason. They are also in cap hell, but give me Miami. Panthers versus New Orleans. This is going to be probably the roughest game to watch if I had to choose. So hopefully on Sunday I don't have to. But Saints are favored by 4. Panthers are so bad, but I'm going to pick the Saints, and I'm not happy about it. Vikings -1.5 over the Giants. Team, I think the Vikings are getting a bad rap because J.J. McCarthy has been out for the entire year. Now you're transitioning into Sam Darnold, as you mentioned to earlier. I do think that Sam Darnold pulls it out and actually proves that surrounded by the right system, he will be a good QB. Vikings easily. Taking the money line on that one. Vegas versus the Chargers, -3. Herbert's on and off with the injury report, but the guy's tough, so he's definitely going to be out there. Give me the Chargers. Broncos versus Seahawks. Another rookie quarterback starting with Bo Nix versus the Seahawks, -6. That's a lot for a rookie head coach. I don't know what their offense is going to look like. They're probably going to run the ball a lot with Kenneth Walker, probably Zach Charbonnet. Um, Give me the Seahawks money line, but if I'm taking spread, give me the Broncos. I have faith in Bo Nix. Cowboys versus Browns -2.5. What is the status of CD Lamb on his snap count? Is he ready to play? I think he'll come up ready. You start your stars in fantasy. I will always say that. -2.5 for the Browns. That defense is tough, so I have to I'll take the Browns 2.5 -2.5. I think that they could win pretty easily, actually, because I think it is in Cleveland too. Cowboys Commanders versus Tampa Bay -3.5. Tampa Bay. Give me Tampa Bay all day. Baker Mayfield could win that division easily this year. Rams versus Lions Sunday night -4. Lions indoor stadium. Jared Goff. Boys are going to be buzzing. Give me the Lions. I really think that this team, if they can come out and really put a smackdown on the Rams, absolutely, they have a chance to really make some waves in that NFC, because outside of San Francisco, it's kind of ugly. So they're -4. Then Monday night game, got the Jets versus San Francisco, -4.5 favorite to San Francisco. Aaron Rodgers is back. It's his homecoming out to the Bay Area. CMC, he's banged up. What is his status going to be for Monday night? If you're a fantasy owner, hopefully you have Jordan Mason on your bench just in case. CMC is going to play. But that being said, give me the Jets. +4.5, absolutely. Rodgers knows what to do. He's won enough times. San Francisco gives him fits, but that Jets defense is for real. Give me my Jets. So that's the week 1 slate. Those are my picks for the week. Real quickly, do want to touch on USC versus LSU. Obviously, that's from last Sunday night. Big win for the Trojans. Won 27-20 over an SEC team. A lot of people said, Lincoln Riley, you can't win against SEC teams. You can't play. Paul Feinbaum ripped him all week, all offseason, leading up to this game. Then Monday, when it rolled around, he sat there quietly and said that LSU is probably the 6th ranked team. Okay, Paul, whatever. Keep hating on USC. Overall, like I said, big win. Miller Moss went 27-36, 378 yards and 1 TD. Potential Heisman. Once again, Lincoln Riley knows how to handle his QBs. Miller Moss has been a lifer for USC. He was even around, as a kid watching Matt Leinart. That's been a big thing. So Woody Marks, though, running back, 16 for 68 and 2. Keep riding the run game. It opens up everything else. Kyron Hudson came up big with multiple highlight catches. Everybody's seen those. He went 5 for 83. Jacoby Lane had the 1 touchdown catch, 3 for 50 and 1. He's going to be elite this year. We're going to see a really big offensive juggernaut out of the Trojans. And then you got, obviously, Zachariah Branch, probably their most talented wide receiver. He went 4 for 56 against a good LSU defense. He's also electric on kickoffs, so we'll see a lot more returns from him. We'll just keep it going. But the most important thing is that defense looks hungry. Coach Lynn got the boys moving. It's got the boys looking good. They hit the offseason weight program correctly. There we go. Finally, USC has a defense again, and that's huge for Lincoln Riley because he can handle offensive side of the ball just fine. Let's keep it going on defense. So next up, Utah State should be an easy dub. That's a Big Ten after dark game, as we like to call it, because it's a post or Pac-12. We used to at least have those 10 p.m. starts, at least Central Time. But the next test is going to be against Michigan in Michigan in 2 weeks. Depending on how Michigan-Texas goes this weekend, is Michigan going to have to rebound, or could this be a game that we kind of sneak out? We'll see. We'll see what this Michigan team does. They don't look really all that good this past weekend, but another week goes by and they could have been prepping for Texas already. So we'll see. But like I said, we're keeping these shows short. So that being said, everyone have a great Thursday football.